Tonight's the night, Dexter fans, because we have episode 3 of Dexter Resurrection, Backseat Driver. Let's waste no more time and get into breaking this episode down. We open on Dexter doing his Uber driving when he gets home and realizes he has a low rating, but his new friend Blessing says he will help him get his rating up. Dexter takes a call, once again using his fake name of Patrick Bateman, one he's often gone with throughout the shows, to order some M99 from a man who seems to know who he is and what he really does by the tone in his voice, but I could be completely misreading that, but that's the vibe I got from this call. Let me know what you thought down below. Do you think this guy knows who Dexter is, or am I just completely misreading the situation? With Harrison now, and he's being interviewed by the police, and he seems to be doing well, but he fumbles the bag at the last minute as he says he went on a date, and now he needs to find the fake woman's info for his alibi. The police clearly suspect him, as they want every piece of security footage with him in it. Dexter goes to dinner with Blessing's family and finds out his wife ran a background check on him when he decided to become a tenant, and he immediately uses the same technique to run a background check on the dark passenger to try and find him. After a struggle with modern technology, Dexter manages to get into Ronald's apartment and find his trophies, figuring out where he'll be the next night so he can catching up with Batista, and he finally gets an update on Dexter's truck, meaning he now knows that Dexter is in New York City. Dexter meets Blessing and finally gets some stuff that should help him get his rating up. Back with the police, and they've all but solved how Harrison managed to commit the murder, and he knows this as he catches them in the middle of their investigation, but luckily they don't see him. The only thing that could have tied Harrison to the murder thus far, being security footage outside where he dumped the bag, is luckily covered in bird poop, stopping them from IDing him. Dexter's about to finally see Harrison when he spots him on a date and decides not to ruin his night by telling him he's alive. But what Dexter thought to be a date just turned out to be Harrison getting dinner with his friend Elsa, and they end up going back to her place and he crashes on her couch for the night. We see Charlie arranging some plates for a dinner with who we can gather to be the serial killers being invited out by this. The police call Harrison in for an interrogation, and they have his crime down to a T. Harrison makes a decision to admit that he's living in the hotel, which is why he gave a fake alibi. And we know his friend Elsa knows he lives in the hotel, meaning she can corroborate his story, so it looks like he's in the clear for now. And for the best bit of the episode, we randomly cut to for a scene with some old favourites. That's right, Masuka and Quinn are back in a scene I absolutely adore. Masuka does the laugh, they reference La Passion, and they even do an OnlyFans joke by Masuka, which I thought would have been off, and then I thought about it for 2 seconds extra, and this is so in character for him. And if OnlyFans had been a thing when the original show was airing, he would have totally cracked multiple bits about it. So yeah, these characters have not changed in decades, and it's just amazing to see them again. This is by far the highlight of the episode, and I know everyone online is loving it at the minute. What did you guys think? Did you adore seeing these guys come back? Do you want to see more of them? Let me know down below. I love interacting with you guys. Dexter decides to use himself as bait to catch the dark passenger, and he gets in his car. Dexter drops his M99, but luckily gets hold of it again and puts the passenger to sleep before his life can end. Not that he was in much danger anyway, because he had a metal plate around his neck under a turtleneck to protect him, and even after all these years, his intelligence has not faltered, which is something I love about this character, and I'm glad they haven't dumbed him down. He hasn't changed much in the decades that this character has been on screen. Dexter gets a hold of Ronald and puts him in the kill room and does the job. While doing so, he finds out about the dinner party for serial killers, clearly intent on going in place of Ronald with the intention to kill the others, we can assume. After a quick scene with Harrison and Elsa, we see Dexter realize that he needs Ronald's thumbprint to get into the event. So he quickly rescues his arm from the burning body parts and hacks the thumb off. So that was episode 3 of Dexter Resurrection, Backseat Driver, and it is amazing. What do you guys think? Let me know down below. Once again, I am sorry for this, breakdown being late. I'm going to quickly say that from now on, these breakdowns will come out within 24 hours to 48 hours of the episodes coming out, just because I do like to have some time to rest, and these videos take a while to make, to ensure their quality. And I'm just bringing this up now so I don't have to keep bringing up, this every time that we do a breakdown. But yeah, enough rambling. Thank you so much for watching. Leave all your thoughts and opinions down below, and I'll see you next week for another breakdown. Goodbye.